Alright, boys. Gonna do a little commentary myself on the game. Just talk about a few things and what I can see. Yeah, always had a little bit of a squiz. First quarter probably wasn't as bad as I thought. Probably just got a bit frustrated that ended up getting in a bit of a scrap and yeah, but anyway, that's alright. That's footy. Against Benalla, not the end of the world. It did get a lot better after that though. Like the first quarter's a bit scrappy, you know, and then we get a lot better through the middle of the game, and then I did notice at the end of the game, which I'll show, that there's a few of the forwards, you'll just start burning each other. So yeah, anyway, we'll see how we go. Okie dokie. Alright, not a bad little setup start there. Yep, pretty good. Great movement from Max. Will just kind of holding your player stiff, and Paddy covering that back. Hot start. Good spoil from Gek. Pretty good setup. A bit slow. You just notice that at the point that it hits the ruckman's hand, everyone's just basically standing still. But anyway, not a bad wall. Cody, Archie, probably pressing a little high, I'd say. Like, you need to be kind of, Jim, the winger needs to be where you are, Archie, and you need to be where Jim is. Cody just kind of watching instead of, you know, I guess your man's just there, so it's alright. Yeah, Archie and Jim need to swap positions there. Ball up. Yeah, see, you just notice at just the point where it hits the hands, we're just very flat-footed. We kind of do a little bit of a movement beforehand, and then just kind of at the point where it's about to hit, it's all kind of just watch. Yeah, good kick out. It's one of the ones we like to do. Really good look inside. Will, you probably could have faced up and just taken that a little bit slowly, but that's not the end of the world. Great setup around that little thing there. You know, Cody, who was it, Harry and Archie, all just kind of, you know, they knew PD was in there, and we just get the repeat stoppage. Yeah, all flat-footed. Good, Jim. Just caused a little bit of a turnover there, just putting your body in it. And Archie, that was one of the ones that you were front and centre, which was really good. And then just a good contest on the wing. Take it to safety. Cody's got his man there. Yeah, still a little flat-footed. Good hustle though, gritty. I think that's the one thing that we've got going for us, boys, is we're pretty hard at the ball. If we can get that hardness at the ball and that movement on the outside going, it's going to be pretty hard to stop like that. And you can just see the difference when someone's moving through the contest around the stoppage. And yeah, probably just needed to get someone at the feet there. But good little covering mark. Could have got it to AJ inside there, I reckon. But Cody with a good mark. Mids, you're probably a bit tired there, but you probably just need to start covering off the ground. And yeah, 2 guys going up for the mark there, 3 guys going up for the mark, no one at the front. But good little hustle again. Not sending too many in, which is good. Keeping a bit of structure around the outside. Now we need to locate, which you're doing, except for this number 8. I don't know who he's on. Probably Cody. If you're not going to get up into the contest there, you probably need to just drop back on that number 8. Otherwise, you need to get your hands on the ball. So you kind of make a decision there whether you go in or not. And a good mark from Harry. Probably could have given it to Cos. Cos need to do better body language than that. Again, no one at the front. And a good covering mark. So, Riz, I don't really know what you're doing up there. And, you know, that's just midfielders kind of coming in. It's all right, you know, like you'd rather midfielders kind of come in off the burst and kick goals instead of kind of getting in the forwards' ways, you know, in the space of the forwards. But, you know, I've always said midfielders can go kick goals, so, you know, we need to get a few goals out of the midfield. So not the worst thing in the world, but just be aware that you don't want to take the forward space. Not a bad little, good attempt at a spoil. That boy was pretty tall. Just a little sloppy, you know, just kind of ball watching a little bit there. You know, what have we done? 6 minutes, so kind of initial burst is kind of done. So good attack at the ball. Good, just probably take that tackle, and then you get the stoppage here because, you know, we're doing pretty well at the stoppages at the moment. So, you know, you kind of think, well, you don't really want to just flick that hand pass out. Repeat stoppage, but you can kind of see how flat-footed people are. Pretty good structure around it, like pretty happy with the way that we're setting up. Yeah, probably just we might do a bit of work on just moving through the contest, I reckon, around those things because we're a bit flat-footed. Yeah, Cody just kind of stuck in the middle there. That's all right. Good try. Good, you know, did well to put some pressure on. Again, just good tackles, good pressure. You know, no easy ball, which is really good. Great tackle, Cody. Pretty good setup, just, yeah, not bad. Yeah, well done from the backs, and good deal. Another good bit from Gek and his brother. Good positioning here as well, you know, we've hemmed him into that little corner pocket, you know, not getting him any easy looks, which is really good. Good setup, good couple of defensive boys on the other side, you know, goal side. And then, yeah, nice little bit from the boys there to get the ball out. Not much you can do about that. Maybe just getting in each other's way a bit. And gets a bit lucky there. But I like the fact that Will is, you know, helping out the defence. Would love to just see a winger in there, but yeah, Max probably could have hit Blowy. Probably could have hit Blowy there, I'd say. But you know, long down the line's all right. Again, no one front and centre. Dill just racking them up like usual. Good attack on the ball here from everyone. Yep, good Archie, good Cos. Sammy, it's pretty good. You're just holding your width there. You don't want to go into that one too early. Now Harry. Yep, got your man, good. Yep, good Dill. Again, just no real movement as soon as Dill goes into the air. It's well set up though. I really like the way that you boys set up. Cody probably just in no man's land there, but Will trying to get to that open space was good. That's the only kind of thing that can happen is you know they had two spare men that side, but you know that was just kind of a bit of a turnover there. Not really anyone's fault. Good hustle from the backs. Tui's coming in. Tui's just runs all day. Ooh, here we go. And I reckon that's about there where we need to leave it. Right there. But anyway, damage is done. It was a pretty good scrap in the end, Dill. I mean, you were never going to be able to stay on, but... And this is where we get it, and this is why we don't really like to do this, because if we just ended it before, might have been alright, you know, just alright, 2 men off, we'll just kind of reset here, but yeah, we start going again, and then you watch how kind of all over the shop we are. Archie, just kind of a bit unnecessary. I don't really know what you're doing there. Yeah, Cozzy, Cody. And look, now we're all over the shop. Good tackle there, but now Get comes in. There's a few nice little swings. And yeah, look how messy this is. Just no one anyone on anyone, just scrappy, but Gek gets the saving mark and just cools things down a bit. You know, probably a nice bit of umpiring there, not to just get it going, and then I reckon this settled it down a bit for us all, so it was good. Let's see who's front and centre. A little naughty, good. Archie, pretty good there as well. Nice gups. I think that was the story of the day. I was kind of watching it. It's like, you know, there was just all those little moments where we just were a little bit tougher. Might not happen against every team, but, you know, it holds you in good stead. Smart play by AJ just to be clever out the back there. Unlucky naughty here. Bit unlucky all day, naughty, to be honest. Probably just a result of us having one less man, then moving it through the middle through that, just had the spare on the back. And probably just, yeah, a bit quick on that kick. You know, right idea, short inside, but just missed it, so we don't mind that. Yeah, not a great setup there at the stoppage. But again, just good little hard work from a few players. Just taking that tackle. And see, even this is better because we can set up. You know, what does he do? Just kicks it into no man's land. AJ just gets it. So much better than a fast break. And then good kick. Yeah, just a little overuse here. Like, who was through the middle there? Gups was probably through the middle there. And then like Harry, who looks pretty free there as well. He was probably the one to hit in the inside. But you know, that's alright. Again, just good attack at the ball. Just not moving enough at the point of contact in the stoppage. And then free kick just because you put your head over the ball. Well done, boys. P did good little run. Put it long now. Three players kind of all in the middle there. Probably just didn't hit that kick. That's alright. Max goes and cleans his mess up. And then just a little bit of overuse here, I think. But this is why we do those handball drills, because of that exact reason. That quick little handball out of the congestion. And then a good mark from Cody. And then tries to get Arch on the lead. Probably a free kick there, but that's what happens when you fuck around with the umpires, Archie. They don't pay them. Unlucky from Nord, he couldn't get that clean. There's another little crack at it. Good setup around the contest there. Pretty happy. Arch, can't fault your toughness, mate. Good try to block there, Sammy. Right idea. Naughty, again, right idea. Sammy just a bit unlucky. Takes a while to get from your hand to your foot. And they clean up, but we've got a really good setup. Mitch, unlucky. Mitch and Gups there, just a bit unlucky. And then, yeah, Harry cleaning up. Really well done, mate. You really, like, you read it so nicely in the air that you're such a good intercept defender. A little crowded. Probably could give ourselves a bit more space here, couldn't we? You know, Gups probably drops out there. Midfielders are in. Looks alright. Yeah, Blowy coming up the back. That's good. And both men covered off at the back. So, again, really good. Right idea. Just took one extra two-step, AJ. Probably should have just tried to launch that, but I don't know if there was much on in front of that. And this is what was really pleasing, boys, is that like look at the kicks that they're just having to take. Like, just kicks to nothing. Bruno, pretty dangerous kick that. You know, I know we've got three men there, but probably try and just get that a little bit lower. You know, this is just nitpicking now, but good again. Yep, good amount of commitment to the contest. Harry, well done, just waiting there. Yep, good boys, holding that contest. Probably just hand pass that to AJ, I reckon, and then we're off. But this is pretty good. Just a little overuse. And a good mark from Gups just to hold it down. And a great kick inside. See, that's why we face up and we look inside. Now we move it along with another kind of good kick. And Sammy just kind of, probably just need to hit that a bit harder, Sammy. But you'll learn that. Good defence there. Who's that, Harry? Yep. Now gets it, smart, just kick, good. Good pressure, Cody. Got to remember, you can't sling blokes though. Again, not really getting good looks at it, are they? Defensive pressure's good. Harry just covering that hole. Just squeezing him up a bit and just a bit unlucky, I think, for that one. Yeah, they're not getting good looks at it. They're just getting their goals for a bit of scrappy play, I think. Certainly have had the more opportunities, but yeah, just need to hit those opportunities, and instead of 1 point for the quarter, so not great. Not a bad stoppage. Again, just not a heap of movement. Probably could have a forward come in there or a back, yeah. And nice. Don't know what that was for. Oh, great mark. Gets up. And then just two blokes spoiling each other. I don't know if that's just communication. To be honest, I don't actually know who's the right one to mark that is. Like, is it Cody on the side coming in? It was probably going for Archie, but Cody probably was free. So that's just a my ball kind of thing. And probably Archie, you probably coming up from behind can see Cody more than he can see you. So yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of one of those ones. Right, here we go. I've had a bit of a yell at you. And already we're looking good. Just pushing it forward. Just putting our bodies in there and just making sure there's no easy ball for them. You can see the other ruckman kind of gets a bit on top of Riz here, and but manic defence. Harry, great tackle. Will, great tackle. A little bit rushed, Will, but right idea, worked out, and not a bad result. Probably could have just slowed down a bit there, I think. Yeah, but that's all right. Yeah, pretty good. And again, yeah, too many going up. A nice little goal from Cos. So that was our first goal of the game, boys, and kind of started turning it around, and we need to start celebrating those things a bit more, I think. Yeah, get around each other with these tackles. It's been pretty good. Max, just get it. Wants it more than everyone. It's a good lead from Cos. Good little front centre, Cody. Cody with the big ruck leap. Oh, Archie. That's what happens, mate. They don't give you them because you argue with them, or they just don't give you them. You've had two now that you should have got. Good stream back, mid's coming back nicely. Good, they're not getting any good looks at this. Just composure around the ball, we're not all rushing in. It's funny because we're not all rushing in at stoppages and letting that, but then as soon as it goes forward, we all just try and get the mark. Just a victim of them having one extra man at that point. That's the spare. And look, there comes Dill, the big wrecker. And again, just, that's all right. What happens? Getting good numbers to the ball though, which is good. Let's see if this Benalla kid can kick it. And he can't. Get always alive, which is really good. Great little kick there. Like, a lot of guys would just blaze away there and just try and get the boot, but he just looked up and saw it. And then a little bit of overuse here. Like, at that point we just need to start. If you don't see an option there, you just need to get it to a boundary. So Geck did the really smart thing and saw the short man open, but then from there we kind of just didn't really think about where we were in the game, and eventually we need Paddy to go back and get the high tackle to clean it up. So good mark from Cos. This is good on the lead. This is a really nice channel that we like to go through. This kind of, just on the outside of the square. It's not so boundary side, but we have the protection. Like you got that kind of protection there that Cos can kind of go out on that side. So, but yeah, again, all forwards have kind of just come up a bit, and like if Cosy's up the ground, we need some boys to kind of stay deep. Big boy's got it. Doesn't do much with it. And Maxi gets the high tackle again. So Riz probably could have sold that a bit better and cleared him out. Tui's, you can stay alive there. Again, no one down at the fall of the ball. Not bad, Sammy. Oh, who was that? Cosy. Harry, unlucky, but you got, look, Cosy and Nort both in the middle there. That you probably could have hit, but forwards kick goals, so not the worst one to take. Again, look, they're just kind of struggling to find some play out of there, so they're going the long boundary option. It's a sign of shit play, is that you have to resort to this kind of thing, because good teams, they go through the middle. It's the shortest option. It's too many variables on the outside. It's just a one punch across and it's just a dead ball, and you kind of lose momentum. So probably should have just taken that kick a little earlier. Could have got that hand pass there, Blowy, but not a bad kick through the middle as well. Really good kick there. That's just boys working hard through the middle. And there you go, Archie. Probably should have got another free kick, but Sammy, kind of tried to do the right thing there, I think. You tried to square it up. You just didn't have the kick in you, but anyway. Again, just good hustle from the forwards. You certainly can't falter them trying to kick goals. That one just either hand pass that or, had a few spare men open. Again, you just see how, and I hope that you guys notice how just, not ugly that it looks, but it just like, like there, bang, then you've just ruined your movement. And, you just get a lucky little one there. And then you just get this little cheap one out the back. But basically, like that should have just been stopped where Dill had it up there. And, that's the danger of kind of coast the boundary the whole time, is you just literally one intercept kick away from it all kind of falling apart. Obviously through the middle it's dangerous, but the more you take it, like, and you've seen in this game already, like, you don't need heaps of space through the middle. It's always pretty open because it's kind of, where everyone moves through. So, getting hemmed up on a boundary is not what we want. So let's have a look at the movement here. Tui's none, Paddy little, Max more. But, you know, there we go. Like, if you're not going to move, then you hold that structure on the outside, and then you can get the bloke who is going to come through and get it. So, and then, yeah, nice little forward play there. Great little forward play. And, you know, they're getting their goals. You know, how long did it take for them to coast that boundary then? You know, 20, 30 seconds. And it nearly all came undone just with an intercept. And then what we get, Max gets the ball out the middle. Paddy comes in, swoops, 2 kicks, and we're at goal. So, yeah, you can kind of see the benefit of just moving through the middle like that. Good, back on top of the rucks. Yep, nice Tuis. Just follow up your work all day. It's been good. Nearly Jim. Good pressure. Good forward pressure there. Really good forward pressure. So who have you got through the middle there? You got 1, 2, 3 all through the middle there that could have been used. Naughty and Archie, and then even Sammy. So again, look at them go through on the outside. Let's see how long this takes them. What are we up? 10 seconds now. Just long down the line again. And what happens here? Just got a bit lucky. You know, it could have been cut off in a second, but they just get no good looks at it. You know, like where are the forwards meant to lead there for Benalla? What? All into the pocket with 6 other defenders. Going at the ball where all the midfielders are coming into it. Just, yeah, so, well, you just need to drop that kick a bit. You know, just a little, this is nitpicking, but, you know, right idea. Good hustle again, boys. Good structure around the contest. I think that was Harry, just smart enough to get the clearing kick. Cody following up. Nice. Dill just patrols that middle beautifully. And then you get this nice little look here. And then, because you've got 2 blokes in the middle there. And then you've also got this one here, Max. And yeah, good direction, Max. Good setup, Tuis. Good setup, Dill. Body language from forwards as well. Like, if you don't get used, you need to, yeah, just move on. Because, you know, you kick a point there, probably, you know, probably a few better looks at goal there, but anyway. Again, look at this, long down the boundary, and intercept, and it's all over. It's good from you, Cody. You're really getting your hands on it now. Good. Put it in the right spot. And Sammy, just unlucky, mate. You'll just start hitting those as the season goes through, buddy. Good commitment to the contest. You know, Sammy stayed out. Max gets ragdolled. Fucking hero and the Benalla Jumpers decided he wants to take it on. And again, long down the boundary. And then look what happens. Just cut it off. And then great centering kick. Just a bit much on it. That's all right. It's just a little skill error rather than play error. Let me go down. All right. Just getting shitty looks at it, aren't they? You know, there's a whole paddock at this side, and they just always seem to just want to just push down that side. Yeah, it just seems to me like it's a team that doesn't really, maybe train through that middle, you know, like what we do with those kicks. Yeah. Yeah, because that's the other thing that's hurting us here, you know, like we're halfway through the second quarter now, and, you know, Benalla are still, well, they're in front, are they? Well, they're right in it. Yeah, they're in front. So, you know, if we just kick two more of those goals, you know, we're already skipping out in front now, and we've nearly played a whole second quarter, and whilst the footy has been so much better, you know, we don't have a lot to show for it. So, you know, Chuka is going to be pretty tough. You know, Bears are looking really good, and if we don't take those opportunities, we're just going to be in a shit fight all day. So, they're not going to let us just pull away like Benalla did, but again, just, you know, calm, just kick it, yep, through the middle of the ground. Oh, that was a bit wide, so you can kind of see that there again, you know, we go wide there instead of, you know, we had that huge big space through the middle of the ground that probably no one was pushed up into. So we had to go long, and then you get this kind of, they just cut it off. So, but look, more movement around the contest, which is really good. Like, you're not going to win them all, you know. Sometimes that'll just happen, but yeah, it looked a lot better. So Bruno just brave, Geck just coming in again. Your man just fucking, I'm going to hate to play on you this year, to be honest. And then Too Easy's just done a bit of work just to get to some free spot. And then that is, I'm going to send that to Chad because that is a fucking perfect pickpocket. And then just look, hand pass, just need to face up there, you know, because, you know, if he just faced up, he would have realised there was no one behind him. And but anyway, Archie finishes off a pretty, you know, really lovely bit of play. And Harry, that pickpocket was fucking pretty good. And then, you know, yeah, nitpicking the face up. But, you know, you managed to get it back to Harry, who put it long. So, yeah. Oh, Archie didn't kick it. So, anyway, long to the boundary again for Benalla. And we just keep cutting it off. So, you know, probably, yeah. A goal. Point again. Yeah, look, Archie in the middle there, just burnt. Sammy's, you know, reasonably free through the middle there. I don't want you guys to stop taking your shots, but yeah, we just need to get a better mix of when we take them and when we give them off. So just good one-on-one there, Max. PD on the move. Probably going to get caught here. But that's okay. We take that tackle because look what we can do. We set up. And look at him. He's looking in the middle. And then he goes long, wide to the boundary and kicks it out of bounds on the full. You know, if PD had just hand passed that or just tried to pop that out, you know, there was a chance that they could have taken that on. But because he just took it on and you know, then we just get the turnover. So Max trying to do bloody fly like an eagle and kicks the pretty nice goal anyway. That's the kind of looks that you forwards kind of want to get. Facing goal, you know, 20 metres out with a bit of space. Not trying to wheel around on your, you know, your foot or kind of kick it over your head or all that kind of stuff. And I reckon that was pretty much the turning point here. I don't really think they do much else from here. Basically, we stopped that. We took that intercept. They kicked it out of bounds on the full, and then yeah, they basically didn't have much after that. So just getting a little bit caught, ball watching, but good defence. You know, Bruno just putting your body in the way is fantastic, and then Geck just kind of coming over there and just making sure you're just no easy balls. That was probably the best look that the forwards have had at it. And, you know, just Bruno just getting his body in there has basically just ended that. So, Pretty nice defensive structure here. Stripped them. Yep, not bad. Long up the line. Not too wide, but, you know, still safe. And then we get the intercept. Yep, that's how you do it as a crummer. And Naughty just bounced himself in a bit of trouble there, but anyway. Tui's has done really well. Mate, you just fucking run all day. Like, you're already down at the next contest. Cody, you are just a gigantic leap. And good from Archie. Good width on the outside from Cozzy. And look how free those two boys are standing at the goal mouth. So, Cozzy, I think you are actually a pretty bad offender for burning blokes. You're all bad, but yeah, I know you want to just kick it. I know you all just want to kick goals, but yeah, you just get that balance right. Where did Benalla go? Long to the boundary. It's all they had all day, boys. That's just your positioning. That's your structure. That's what that does to teams. You know, they look up through the middle of the ground, and we're all accountable. And you know, backs are pressed, forwards are in positions, wings are in nice positions, and then this is all they have. They just got to scrap it out to the wings to get anything going because they just cannot look inside. And here, look, he's got this bloke inside that he's going to go to. And they can't seem to work it out because they just don't practice it. You know, like, that was the best opportunity that they had to go inside. And just because they weren't sure, he pulled the trigger too late, and then his mate come up from behind and just ruined everything. So, anyway, our mids are just on top of this again. That's just a good run. And that's a great pass, whoever that was. I think that was Guppy. Yeah, that was Guppy. See, you know, if he was 40 metres out there and he could have just popped a shot through, but he's just, you know, spotted Cos and just said, nah, I'm going to share this one off. And I think Cos will put this one through because he's 30 metres out straight in front instead of 40 metres out on the boundary. And, of course, he kicks it through. Nice goal. That was good from you, Gups. And, you know, on the siren as well, like, you know, like if Gups kicks that and he just sprays it, then, you know, it's basically even score at half time and you kind of, you know. But, again, you know, look at these boys. They're all yelling at each other. I love that. I love that they started to yell at each other and you boys all came in united, fucking ready to go. It's fucking fantastic. And we're back. Second half. Might get a bit more out of this one, I think. Starts to open up a bit now. Let's just see if Benalla ever try and go through the middle of the ground today. Yep, decent stoppage. Covered off at the back. Scrappy kick forward. And who's that? I think it's PD. Plays in front of his man on Bruno, sorry. And again, just a little miss kick. It's all right. That's a safe option. Not a horrible structure. Let's just have a look at the movement. Flat-footed. That's not to say that everyone needs to be moving, but someone does. Just good defence again. Just putting the body in there. Who was that? Riley. Yep. Well done. And just defence, just, yeah. And then just work it out and look at our natural kind of inclination to kind of not go through the middle, but not push it immediately out to the wings, which is really good. You know, Max goes in, gets it, has enough time to pop it out. Blowy, this is where these handball drills come in really well. PD cleans up and just does a safe kick. Really safe kick. And then we just get a stoppage. Oh, no, Max is too clever for that. Nice little handball. Again, this is our little handball drills. And a really nice play just didn't come off. But Blowy, smart enough to press up. And a lovely little kick. Lovely little kick. And Dylan, yep, another great kick to Sam. Mate, you'll just start taking those. Everyone else on the move, which is good. AJ, I think that's you. Good pressure. And look, see how AJ out the back there? That was a great example of a bloke who is just holding that shape around that contest. You know, like he's realised that he's not probably going to be another person's going to affect the ball. So he just sits in a really dangerous position on the outside of that shell of that stoppage, you know, ready to be used. So, yeah, just smart play there from AJ. Didn't get used, but, you know, just smart play. Again, where are they going? Deal with the hammer fist. You know, boundary, and this is all you get from the boundary. Just scrappy. This is basically how you know, just try and get the ball to run along, and it's just like it's ugly. Yeah, Max gets his head taken off. It's one way to win a ruck tap. Tui's good position. Yep, Cos just coming up that line. Just smart kick. And look through the middle. Look, you see he's looking through the middle and we've got some boys running through there. It's good. Sammy, just got to back yourself, mate. Like, honestly, you just look a little hesitant sometimes, whereas I just think you just attack the ball and you know, you'll get it 9 times out of 10. But good just pressure Dylan here. You know, he's been fucking rucking all day and he's still making tackles. Yep. And see, Paddy on the move gets the ball. And Tui's, yep, kick now, good. Cody, good front and centre there. Riley just sitting off the back there nicely. And that was one where we didn't let too many go up. So no movement around the contest there. That's why they got it. But a good little come in from Gups. Read the ball well. Put it to the hot spot. Archie, you've just burnt 5 blokes there. Literally 5 blokes. Yeah. Good work there from Paddy and Max. Max, you've got guys open there now, and you've just burnt, well, you've burnt, what, the 3 of them lined up through the middle there as well, and Sammy, so not only you, Arch, not only just the forwards, but we just need to get better at that, you know, like that is, what kind of percentage kick is that, you know, like on your left foot running along the boundary when you got, you know, you at least square that up. And what are they doing again? This is all they had all day. And then look, just spoil. Riley, that's fantastic from you, mate. Cos, good little bit of effort. And that's just a great bit of work there. And yeah, just hit AJ up. That's what we want. Great little bit of individual effort, and then didn't get too greedy at the end, you know. And AJ just puts it through for an easy goal. He looks sore. Some great camera work here from Dino. It's been good all day. There's also a version of it with Dino's commentary that I'll put up as well. Not a bad stoppage, you know, right on top here now. Just Benalla's just got nowhere to go. Funnily enough, that the stoppages haven't looked that bad for them, but they certainly don't get anything going from them. We often get like a hard ball get and then we shoot a hand pass out, whereas they'll often just get it and just do this, which is, just like, again, long to a boundary. It was very evident in this style of play that they're trying to do, and it's that play that you guys come up from the 17s with, that play along the boundary. It's just, it doesn't work at this level. We're 25 points up here, and they probably need to start getting something going. And, it's just time's just dragging on out on the far wing. Yeah, just really good from us, I guess. Yep. Just, yeah, stoppage is all right. Bit crowded. Probably could, space that out a bit. I think, Cody, you're probably just up in no man's land there. I know you're kind of just covering that guy next to you. But you could probably just swing out the back there. You see there's two Benalla boys out the back that you could probably kind of open that space up for our midfielders a bit. Dill just says I'll just do it myself. Tui's just putting that pressure on. And this is a really good example actually of like what will happen to us. So if we're behind, if we find ourselves 3 goals down, what should we do there? Should we, Benalla just keep trying to do this wing thing, whereas we need to be brave, especially if we're 3 goals down, and Archie didn't really burn anyone there, but that's all right. Let's have a look. Where do you reckon they're going to go, boys? Shit result. Not a bad setup. Tui's, you're on the move there, which is really good. Cody, you just need to locate here instead of... See, look, because you're not moving through the contest there, yep, you're located there, and then it causes the tackle there, which is really good. So yeah, around the contest, boys, that's what we need to do. If we're not going to man up, like if we're not just going to cover our man, then you need to get into the play. So again, Cody, just here, just either get in the play, yep, yeah, not bad, and then I'm just a bit unlucky there. And then look, Will covering off through the middle. You got an absolute tank, mate. And then yeah, Charlie, look at him, off the chain. We had a great last half, Charlie. Just missed a kick, but that happens. Cody Dill, I know you're just catching up, but yeah, just need to trot on over. Squash up that middle there. Yep, there you go, Cody. Well done. Dill's probably just tired because he has to ruck all day. And now, Cody, you're in a really good spot. Backs, get, just unlucky, mate. Like, honestly, you've done well. You've pushed your man up to the ball and then just been a little bit unlucky. So what's this? This is probably their second decent look at it in nearly 3 quarters. What is he? 35 on a semi, not bad angle. So, yeah, look, we're not going to have it all our way all the time. So, So, they're within 14 points here, which is, obviously we were right on top and dominating around the ground, and they're just pinching one here or there. But, 5 goals 11. Imagine if that's just, I don't know, 8 goals 9 or 8 goals 8 or something, and they just have no chance of getting back in this game. So good defensive res, great stoppage setup there. Max at the back, Will just go on the outside there, smart enough to get the hand pass, and unlucky Charlie, just missed it. It was great positioning and then great tackle, follow-up work. Comes in and just gets it again. And then Cody, smart. Riz, smart. Max, just probably should have kicked that earlier. But get a goal, so take that. That's a good reply, boys. That's so obviously recognise the, we've got the goal kick against us, and so it was a really aggressive attacking stoppage with Max kind of getting, and then Dylan being able to hold that up, and then just a couple of little 1%ers from Charlie there that just kind of pushed the ball forward. So again, movement through the middle, how good's that? That's what you get when you get movement. And God, what was he calling that for? Good from the defenders. Again, look how we just push them just wider and wider and wider. They start, where Max was, what was that? Nearly directly in the middle of the ground. And all they can do is just kind of get shifted across, which is just so good from the defense. Little 1%er from Tui there, just enough to get a little hand on it. Just great tackling, just putting your head over the ball, no one taking a backward step. And, yeah, out of bounds. Yeah, not too bad. Yep, good hand pass, good run. Yep, that works. But then look inside. See, that's fantastic, that is. That is great positioning, Riz, and also Archie, well done. That's a great kick inside. Naughty, probably just put your hands up and grab that one. Don't let it come into the breadbasket. But, defenders playing in front of their man. All this space through the middle that we have to work with. Dylan just gets out. Great kick from Blowy. Turn in. He sees it and just misses it, but good enough to get it done. Riz, yeah, burnt a few there. Oh, look at that. Long and wide. How unusual. Yep, good. Good positioning, Cody. Great positioning, Max. Burn, Max. Jesus, boys. What would Chad say about that, Max? Anyway, good positioning, all around the ground. Getting a bit tired, everyone, but, just keep pushing through. Everyone's manned up. Positioning's great. Movement through the contest again. Just wanted it more. And just put it in a really nice spot for our forwards to mop it up. Yeah, cause I reckon just go for that one. Wasn't much on inside, so Sammy getting across, Jimmy as well. And look, where do you reckon they're going to go? Old Shawnee Puffbags Purcell just walking through the bottom of the screen. Still hasn't been to a dentist. Yep, good stoppage, good deal, smart. Good Cozzy out the back, smart. And finally didn't burn someone. Good. The other thing as well, boys, is like, this is just nitpicking, Cos, you had a great game, and forwards, I do want you guys to take your opportunities. But just like I said, just got to get that balance a bit more right. And then the body language as well, when someone does burn you, or when, good mark, Sammy. I think Max tries to steal his goal here. Yep. Oh, thought about it. AJ tries to take it. Back the big fella in. It's good goal, Sammy. Get around him, boys. Well done. It's good signs from Sammy. Mate, if you just attack that ball, and we just learn how to play at his feet a bit, he's going to be a very dangerous weapon for us. The best thing is that he usually just takes a big tall bloke so that one of our smaller blokes, Cody Turner, you're putting yourself up around the grounds, and that's probably because you're getting a defender, one less defender than because of Sammy. So it's not always just the things that we do with the ball, but it's also some of the stuff that helps our team, just kind of in subtle ways, Another good bit from Cozzy there. Perfect, just still unbelievable ruckman, mate. Jim, get amongst it. Good pressure, mate. And just calm enough defensively to just make sure that and that's just a great tackle from Bruno. Just didn't lose your heads. Just made sure that you just got and affected the ball. Yep, well done, Tui's. Great hand pass. Kick now is. That's the one. Just down that line that we like. Just outside of the square. Yep, put enough pressure on there, Sammy. Well done. Charlie, is that you, Charlie? Oh, Max, great tackle. And then AJ. Yep. Great kick, AJ. Great kick. See, it takes a defender down there to share it with his mates. The other thing as well is that, so for example, if you don't, if you've kicked 4 points or whatever it is because you're taking these bad looks, if you give that to your opponent, if you give that to the other boys will start giving that back to you. And so in the end, you just end up kicking the same amount of goals, but just without the wasted points. Cause, if you're just giving off one of those other ones that you missed, you haven't missed any kind of opportunities. You just, because you just get it back the other way. So would have been nice to kick that one on the goal, but 7 goals, 14. It's just anyway. It's all right. We'll just get better. We just need to gel a little bit more. Probably the focus next week's going to be, Seymour's not a great team, so we just want, it's going to be, my best on ground is going to be who gets the most goal assists, I think. So Cody and Charlie, look, they're just sitting defensive side there. Fantastic positioning. Even if that 18 goes in, Cody's just kind of there to cover off, so. That's a pretty good movement through the stoppage there. runs into traffic. Yep, runs into more traffic. It's just these little 1%ers, boys. It's just that sets our team apart. Like PD, well done. Just holds himself up in the tackle there. I don't know why you get caught holding the ball there, but whatever. It's just these little 1%ers that make the big difference in our team, boys. It's kind of the identity of what we are. These Shepparton teams, they just play a little softer. Like, you know, Benalla's pretty tough as well, but yeah, those better Shepparton teams, they're not going to like these little 1%ers. It's just the things that are going to throw people off their game. So, you know, we spoke about manic defence, and I've definitely seen that all across the ground. First quarter was maybe a little bit easy for them to get out of our forward line, but ever since then it's been pretty good. Bit scrappy. I think people are just a bit tired at that point. I don't really know why they didn't get that mark or whatever it was. But, you know, decent clearing kick. Winger probably just needs to come up there, cover that off. Maybe a midfielder. Yeah, really nitpicking here, but anyway, he's shit, so doesn't matter. Right idea, Bruno. That's not a bad kick, but yeah, just didn't hit it. Riz looking through the middle, lovely. Yeah, forwards just putting that little bit of pressure on, just nice movement, and that's a great goal. That is a great goal. You know, Bruno, he just missed that kick, but Riz, you were good enough to go around and get it. Max, you know, you put it down, and then Riz just on the move, you know, using your big body, and then looking through the middle of the ground. It's what it all comes down to. Instead of, you know, at that point he could have kind of wheeled around and thought, no, I'm just going to hit a boundary here or whatever, but he's taken the brave option and gotten involved. So nice through the middle again. And old mate just kicks it out of bounds. It's good pressure from you there, Charlie. Really good. Yep, good spot. Probably just need to work that out a little bit better, boys. But, you know, great spoil. Who was that, Gups? Had a great day, Gups. And then Tui's also just little 1%ers. But look where they are again. And then what happens? Stoppage. So easy to defend, isn't it? Just absolutely flat-footed there, boys, but I think we're just getting a bit tired. Doesn't matter. Tui's is good enough to get it. And then we run it down the outside. You know, it's not like he can't do it, but... And then Cozzy. Good. Naughty. Need to turn around there. Immediately. AJ with the big hang. Look how smart his positioning is in there. Just all by himself in that goal square. Just didn't get too excited. Didn't kind of try and make too much happen. Just held really great structure on the outside there. So onto the square. I hope this goes. Yep. And nearly got a goal. Oh, a fast break on the outside. No, they're going in the middle here. No, back to the outside. Wait, could be the middle. Well, it's not as outside as they usually go, but that's just good structure from our boys. We just cover it off, and it would be very frustrating for those backs, Benalla backs, because they basically just looked up and just saw a wall of Mansfield colours. So our defence this year has been like pretty spot on, led by Geck and Blowy, I think, but Harry down there as well. You know, just such a threat in the air, and then you know Bruno and Mitch and the boys, just ground level, just putting those little 1%ers in. Charlie, when you're back there. AJ, when you're back there. Yeah, certainly our greatest strength at the moment, I think, is our back line. They've just been doing a terrific job. Where is he going to go this time, boys? Oh, yeah. Shush. Well done, boys. Just wanted it more. Put your head over it. Oi, shut up. And again, just long down the line. This is all they really have. I think some tired boys now. But Cody's still good enough to get across. Blowy, good pressure from you, mate. Paddy and Max coming over to help. And then you just get out. Oh, Paddy, just trying to take him on, mate. You're pretty good all day, Paddy, but just need to get rid of that one a bit quicker. Good coverage there, mate. It's a good kick from Benalla, but who's there? Bruno. Now that's a good kick. And that's a great releasing hand pass. Just getting yourself in a little bit of trouble there, but Tui's is good enough to get you out of it. Let's go, Archie. Naughty's inside. Oh, Dino, camera work needs a bit of work. But yeah, I reckon that was a half burn, Archie. Just not really set up at the contest, were we? Just giving Paddy D absolutely nothing to work with there. But holds the tackle, repeat stoppage. That's all we don't mind. And good movement through the contest there. But you can see there we're just completely lost there. No real structure at the stoppage. It's just, you know, what are we? Back into the fourth quarter. We're pretty tired. We've got no one on the bench. I can forgive that. Again, just little 1%ers, you know, Gups on a bad ankle, just still putting in. Blowy, Riz, Will, you know, just these little 1%ers is what really got us through. That's a great little smart kick. That's a great little kick to the top of the square. Oh, AJ. Oh, mate, nearly killed himself, but what a fucking fly. Would have been nice to grab it. Well done, Riz. And Archie gets a nice little goal. Geez, AJ, that would have been a bloody good mark. Physio's here is telling him, mate, I've told you not to fucking jump at the ball. You bloody got half a string. Need to get around AJ as well. I hope that injury's not too bad, and for him to come out and play the rest of the game in the forward pocket for us, yeah, huge. kicks a goal, holds his structure well, nearly takes mark of the year. All with half a string. All right. Yep. Looks a bit. Oh, it's good movement. Really good movement there, and you can see what happens. Really good movement there. And yeah, straight off, bang, straight into goals. And look, we've obviously. Yeah, I kind of didn't realise that they at one point in the third quarter they got within 14 points, but yeah, it was just kind of just before half time where I reckon we kind of broke them, where we kind of just started doing a few bits of plays, and probably more so we just defensively kept them out of the game. It just got to a point where they kind of thought, where the fuck are we going to get these goals from? Like, we can't even get it through the middle of the ground. So, I'd say that's where it's won. Like I said to you boys at the start of the year, teams that are much more disciplined in their structure are always going to beat these kind of teams. And, like you look at the players that they had, they're pretty tall and, they're some pretty skillful guys. But when you just never train how to move it through the middle of the ground or what you're meant to do at stoppages or that kind of stuff. Like, look at that. That's just cream, that is. Like, fucking deal down to Cos. Nice little kick on the lead. Manages to get it back. Cosy again. I wouldn't say you burnt anyone there, Cos, but maybe top of the square for that one. Doesn't really matter. Benalla, they got some pretty good players, but we just absolutely dominated them in the end. They just can't get anything going. Like, where's this bloke going to go? Just long down the line. Look at he's got boys in the middle here. Look, he's got one running through, two that he's already missed, and then he just pops it long as well, and then we just gobble it up. That's basically been the only way that they've got the last 3 goals, hasn't it? Is that just lucky along down the boundary, and then they get that. We kind of come in, it gets a bit messy, and then they just kind of pop out the back with it. There's not a lot you can really do about that. So, and you know what? If that's how they get goals, I'll take that. Yeah, just a super smart kick. Just missed it. And yeah, just tired legs now. Did he put it through? He did. Looks like next week Seymour. They don't look like they've been doing very well, but all through the middle of the year we've got a pretty tough run. Rochi's going to be pretty good. Marupna's pretty decent. Kyabram's pretty good. Bears are pretty good. United are good. So we've got all those guys coming up through the middle of the year. So I think this is a really good platform to kind of kick off on this last half. Really good. Just shows that when it all kind of clicks, how good it really is. Repeat stoppages, movement through the stoppage, good. Yep, Cosy on the outside, good. And Cody burnt arch, but kicked a goal, so we don't mind that. Good response. That's what I really like. They put one through, and then we just go back to the middle. Some really smart players in there. We do look a lot better with Max there, and so PD and Will and Cosy and stuff. It's going to be up to you to drive it if he's not there. So Fantastic Riz. Right in the right channel. That's about how wide we like to go. No real wider. And then Archie gets back on this one. And a great hand pass. And naughty. Oh, wasn't your day, mate. I reckon you could have had about 6 or 8 goals today, but yesterday, but you just, just fumbled a little bit. But that's all right. Next week will be, those things will start coming off. So, where'd Benalla go? What have we got here? Stoppage. Yeah, not bad. Just everyone's a bit tired at this point, aren't they? So PD just goes and gets his own ball. Don't run too far. Archie, don't know how that wasn't a push in the back, but thanks, Cooksey. Probably deserved it after those few that you didn't get paid, mate. Now we've really broken them. So yeah, what's that? Three kind of scoring opportunities, or 4 opportunities in a half of football. Yeah, that speaks volumes to the way that you boys played out that last half. Cozzy again at the back. It's just smart play. We're so lucky we got Dill. He's such a good ruck tapman. Just another little look, but, look, how many did you burn through the middle there? Cody and Archie all on their own. Good deal. Must be exhausted. Just a bit of a tired kick. Now where are they going to go? Ooh, a switch. They just loved that outside, didn't they? But who's this? Harry. Yep, just smart. Reads it through the air. Good positioning, mate. Poor old Maxie's had to blow a valve. Yeah, I don't know. But you can't really say much about that last 2 minutes of a game where you're up by bloody 50 points. You can't really take too much out of that. But, like I said, just loved what everyone brought in that last half in particular. On reflection, first quarter wasn't as bad as I thought. Good signs, just a little bit undisciplined, a little bit lazy, and that was probably about it. Biggest issue for me out of this is just the forwards burning each other and just how many points we're kicking. I think communication's getting better. Looks like there's some direction out there, especially from Geck, Blowy, those kind of guys, Max. But we really need to all get on board with that now and kind of start directing each other around the paddock. So, Dill with the 360 spin. Practicing his ballerina moves. Just fighting to the last. It's good, boys. Really shows your character there. Blokes can't even run. We still got all this kind of stuff going on. So, Yep, good effort, lads. Good win in the end. Better first quarter than I expected. Yeah, good.